This conference will now be recorded.
Give me a minute. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kumar. My name is Srinivas. So I'm working as a consultant. So consultant for different kind of technologies. So consultants. So I'm working almost 14 plus years of experience. 14 plus of years of experience. So I'm working in different technologies called like you can say .NET, Java, and Hybris. I'm working. Yeah. So mostly my domain is actually the e-commerce solutions, and we're working with US clients like Lone Work Organization, Lone Work Organization, it is. So, and I'm working with AMS projects, which is called Apparel Management Systems. So these are actually completely an e-commerce solutions. So both are actually for the different clients I'm working on this. Right.
Okay.
So can I know about yourself?
Yeah, myself, I'm working into the SAP technologies, and right now I will be starting working on a new project for SAP Commerce,
Okay.
and my whole experience is into SAP.
In SAP,
Mostly on the
what
function.
are the previous technologies you worked?
I'm only SAP. Just
So
know a little bit.
do you have the background on ABAP?
Yes, both
Okay.
functional and technical.
Okay. Right. So it is have any background on Java? Java and Springs?
Uh, very basic knowledge.
Okay. Right.
Very
So
yeah, a very basic knowledge. Never actually worked on Java. I mean, just know a few things here and there, but not much.
okay. Right. So do you want technical or functional?
Um, I want functional, but what am I? I mean, ultimately, if something has to be done technically, I don't want to know how to write the code, but I want to know how it needs to be done.
Okay. So mostly I can say so it is around 70% you want in functional.
Yes.
So 30% you want in technical. So it is how it will be actually what is happening in the background. If you know it, that's enough actually for you. It is functionally how can you do that particular thing that you want more on that particular part, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. I mean, functionally, you can learn about it. Say, I want to do a custom, I don't know how to put it, say custom screen, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you start it? How do you do it?
Okay.
Like you said, we'll be using Spring Framework. Okay. But how exactly that is used?
Yeah, that will be done. Actually, no issue. Right. So you know something about the e-commerce, right? That is the e-commerce side. That is the
Yes.
e-commerce is it's actually online shopping. You can say online shopping sites like Amazon. You can go for sites like Amazon or Flipkart if you want. If you go into the Flipkart, so these particular sites, if you see this particular thing, you can see a lot of common things. in this particular thing. It is there will be a kind of logo will be there. That is and a search bar. And if you say, of course, the design might be different for the Flipkart and Amazon, but the functionality, like if you understand the functionality, so always it will contains an logo, and it contains a cart facilities, and it is a search functionalities, and they provide some functionalities like catalogs, a different kind of categories. They will provide in a different kind of categories. Once you go into the particular category, the catalog, so it shows you some kind of navigation to reach to the particular product. So it is, and also it contains search options also. Even for the even if you go for any kind of other e-commerce applications also, like Flipkart also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Let me just trying to see information about how the any e-commerce solutions. That is, even if you go into this particular part, so there is a search option will be. So there is a search options will be, and a logo, and they contain some kind of catalogs it provides. So it is under the catalogs, so you will find in a different kind of categories. In the categories, again, you can go into the particular, you can reach to the particular product. The meaning, what exactly the meaning is it is e-commerce solution. E-commerce solution is not an actually an technical kind of thing. It's actually a concept. It's actually a concept, and this concept used by different companies, uh, like Oracle. You say if you take an Oracle, there is, so it's they're providing an e-commerce solution which is called an ATC, and there is a open source solution is called Salesforce, and IBM has its own WebSphere application. WebSphere application, it is the web commerce. It is called a web commerce. So different companies are having different kind of solutions are there for the e-commerce, because it's a concept. The concept which it should contain. That means if any e-commerce solution if you take, it should provide all these particular kind of things, features like search box. It should be a quality of images for the particular product, and it should give an information about the whenever you select a particular product, it should give an related product information it needs, and newsletter subscription of this particular thing. All the features it should contain all this. So to develop this particular thing, different companies approaches the different kind of technologies, and they are providing a different kind of solutions actually, right? Like so it is Oracle, it is providing its own software which is called Oracle Commerce. WebSphere it is by the IBM, and Magento is actually by the Adobe. Actually, recently it acquired by the Adobe, and Salesforce actually is actually another open source commerce. And SAP is already providing a solution called the Hybris. So Hybris actually is developed. Hybris is developed in Java and within a Spring framework. It has a complete solution. So it is I can say a front end sample front end. It is providing a sample provide to understand what are the features can show it on the UI side, and it is to manage the site. It is providing an administration tools like we call it as an HAC module, HAC, and Hybris administration console, and another module which is called an HMC, which is called an Hybris management console, and it's actually providing a different kind of administration tools. Most of the things we'll call it as a cockpits. Yeah. We'll call it as a cockpits to manage the site. So it is what you can do it in the administrative side or backend side. That is actually it provides. And Hybris supports Hybris supports different kind of databases like HSQL, and it supports MySQL, and it supports Oracle database. And it supports database from the Hybris, sorry, from the SAP, which is called HANA, SAP HANA it supports. So these are actually the different kind of databases it supports, right? What exactly the Hybris is? You can say Hybris is nothing but a concept. It takes a concept of whatever the e-commerce, and it has another facility called product content management, or we can say product information management. That means in a very organized way, they arranged the catalogs, categories, and different kind of products. It's providing it actually, right? Even though, so in the market, as you understand, that is there are actually uh, different kind of technologies provided by the different kind of solutions provided by the different companies. Why the Hybris is? It is Hybris. If you say it is yeah. So even though so it is different companies are providing different solutions, why the Hybris is more demand? So it is more demand means so it is if we it's actually there is a report which is called Gartner report. Gartner report, which actually in a freelancing report. We as they surveyed from the almost from the 20 years they are doing the surveys from 2014 and 2017, that is from the 2014 and 2017, Hybris actually, as per the Gartner reports, Hybris is actually the number one e-commerce solutions. Why it is means? So it is if you say it is one report which is called which is saying like this actually, if we can say as per the cost and demand, if you consider this particular thing. So other competitors might take in a lot. It's most it takes more costly comparing with the Hybris. Say it is this blue color actually is actually the Hybris kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. So this is actually the Hybris solution actually. So it is comparing with the other competitors. It takes in a lot of less cost comparing with this particular thing, less cost. Why means this is actually the features of accelerator. By using the accelerator features, it reduces the cost actually. That is Hybris e-commerce. Any e-commerce solution can build from the scratch also, but it takes years and years building the e-commerce site. It might take years and years. But as a Hybris, that is by using the Hybris, which is using an internally it uses an pre-built solutions which are called an accelerators. So it is half of the time, almost most of the things are defined in the uh, accelerators. We need to use the accelerator to customize any site, any e-commerce site. Here we need to use an yeah, to use an customized to provide a customized solution. Accelerator can be used. right? And if you say Hybris, so Hybris, if you see this particular thing, it contains actually an e-commerce solution and product content management software. By default, is actually Hybris is not developed by SAP. So actually, originally it was actually started in 1997, which is actually started in Switzerland. Hybris is actually based on Switzerland-based company. Later, it moved to the German. And in 2013, August 1st, Hybris actually acquired this particular technology. Hybris acquired by SAP on 2013 August. And completely it's based on a Java-based Java and Spring technologies. As you can say, Hybris is actually it's not a completely a tool or framework. That means generally tools or frameworks means again you need to start from the start the application by consuming the framework. You need to develop that button, but it's not actually the Hybris is not actually the tool or framework. It's actually mostly it will be a platform kind of thing. It provides an end-to-end kind of solution. That means already all the features are available on the system. We need to do a customization. If the customization is not enough, then we go for the development, right? It's actually provides a different kind of cockpits. So let me show you how it will be. Either you are coming from an functional or a technical, still you need to install the software on your local machine to practice it actually. Let me show you. Some cockpits, let me show you some cockpits and other things. I'm trying to show you how the Hybris is providing a different kind of solutions. Yeah, if you see this particular site, so it's already pre-built application. It's already available here on this particular part. Yeah, here. Yeah, a complete. If you see this particular thing, completely there is content facilities and all the logo information on the so it is on the right side. If you see this particular thing, signing the customers and all the things. Yeah, and also there is a different kind of products available on this particular part, and you can navigate. So that means whatever the e-commerce solutions, solution concepts are there. For that, it's providing a complete sample site. How can we use this better? So it is to understand the features, of Hybris commerce. We can use this particular part. We can use this particular site. That means so it is this is actually the you can see. Yeah, here you can see. This is actually the backend administration. taking a time. Okay. Again, it contains an user management concepts and product management concepts, and even straight away you can customize this sample site. Yeah. Here actually in the administration, this is actually the administration panel. It provides you all the details like so it is managing the users, managing the orders, like price settings, in so all these kind of things it supports. Even if you go into the different kinds of sites, what are actually the sites available in the system, it shows you, and you can customize all the page templates. You can customize it, and different kind of components it support. You can configure it from here actually. As a functional guy, you can do that particular part. And if you see this particular thing here, so this is actually the my site here actually. So this is, so it is here. Different you can see different whatever the sample sites are available that are available here, and we can do a customization from the back end, and we can see the same effect straight. You can see this effect in this particular site is in the UI. So that is what we are doing it. What we are learning in this particular part. Now, what exactly the content of what we are providing in this particular course of content? That is what exactly we are providing. So here actually in this particular thing we are providing an introduction. That is what is the e-commerce and what is the e-commerce concepts. What are the different concepts are available for the e-commerce solution, and how can you configure the Hybris, and what are the different kind of building blocks in Hybris, and how this complete entire architecture will show you the different kind of architecture. And as a part of Hybris learning path, that is how you can configure the Hybris. So installation and Java and Hybris installation, that will show you this particular part. And as I show you here, actually, the different kind of consoles are available. Consoles are cockpits, you can specify. So each and every console and each and every concept, each and every console or cockpit, how can we do? How can we use it to customize the sites? So that we will learn it. As a part of this particular thing, user management will learn the user management. How can we give an access, different kind of access rights to the different users, that we can specify here. And by using the accelerators, we can provide a solutions for the B2C solution, B2C and B2B. So have you heard about these words, Kumar? That is B2B and
Yes.
B2C.
Yeah, I did.
So B2C is actually a business to customer. What we say. So generally, it is generally sites like Flipkart and Amazon. So these are actually the B2C solutions. So like anyone can navigate to the site. If they like the product or anything, they can select the product, and they can they can select the product, and it will be added to the cart. Later they can check out, so that the product can be reached to the customer, and shipping addresses and billing addresses, all the things you can provide it. That means anonymous users can navigate to the site, and they can provide they can and anyone can access the site. That is what B2C B2C solutions, business to customer will specify. Business to business means it's actually an site for the business to business people. Like a company wants to sell their product in a bulk to the other companies, or a company is uh, providing logins or to the dealers, yeah, to the dealers. That is, then we can say it's an B2B solution. The payment options completely different for the B2C and B2B. That means it is in a B2B, generally it happens in a bulk, and check-ins and checkouts will be happen in a bulk kind of bulk uh, products. On the bulk products they will provide, and B2B solutions are having different options for the payments, like the recurring payments. They can accept the recurring payments. They can accept prepayment and post payment kind of things will be happen. It's not the same as in B2C solutions. So that how can we do the B2C solution and B2B solution? That also we can see in the Hybris as a part of the course content. And so what exactly I'm trying to say here, these are actually, we'll call it as a different kind of cockpits or consoles. So we'll go, to the different kind of cockpits. That is a WCMS, where we can manage the site, product cockpit where we can manage the products, and we'll see we can have a different kind of customer service cockpits and all the things. There is a beautiful management for the catalogs and the categories and products. Will have a catalog management system. It is available, and how the Hybris is providing how the data is persisting in the system. Persisting in the sense it is ultimately the data should be whatever the data user entered, or the products which are displaying on the screen, that should be stored in the somewhere actually. So how Hybris is providing that feature, so how this persistence is happening in the system, so that we will see as a part of the Hybris type system here. And end-to-end solution we can see, that means login into the system and check-in and checkouts, we can what we are doing it. And after the check-in and checkouts are happening into the system, uh, how the order is tracking, how we can track the order. That is actually we are providing as a part of the order management system. And as a part of the e-commerce solutions, promotions and vouchers is actually a common thing. And whenever a customer purchase a product, he can give a review on the system, a review on that particular product, how the reviews are managed here in the system. And whenever in a particular season, like a Christmas season or any festival season, uh, e-commerce solutions provides promotions. It provides a promotions. So how we can customize that promotions? Only one customer has to buy one product, or whenever he is buying a product repetitively, any discount, can you offer any kind of discount? So such a kind of things, promotions can be, how can we customize that particular thing? We'll learn as a part of the marketing module. And programmatically, that is how it is, how we can able to do the customization, that we'll see it is actually. This is completely a technical kind of part. And whenever in any e-commerce solution, it will be any e-commerce solution handles uh, millions of data. That means products, it's not actually a products of two three kind of products. It will be we e-commerce site contains products in the thousands. So how can we import that products into the system, and how can we export to those data from the system? So we'll learn it as a part of the uh, course as an impact in this particular thing. And there is a very customized solution. Search options are very customized. So flexible search queries we can learn in this, as a part of this part. So these are actually some different kind of contents we are going to cover in this part. So as a functional, These are actually very key points in the system, like the WCMS. We call it as a web content management system. So you can customize the site without writing any kind of code, or we can say by using some sort of XML files, we can customize the sites. That is what as a part of the WCMS and Smart Editor, we can do these features. We can do these features. So this is actually the course content what we are covering in this as a part of the uh, Hybris. And so as a version is coming, we'll cover Hybris 6.6 and 6.7. So we yeah, so Hybris 6.6 and 6.7 we are covering as a part of the course. In the beginning, we'll start with the 6.6, then we'll reach to the 6.7. Any clarifications or anything you need? Any sort of things?
You are not going to cover the latest version?
Give me a minute. Yeah. Latest version actually, which version you want?
Preferably 1905.
1905 is completely on Java 11 actually. It's on a Java 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the Java 11, and whatever the features here actually, if you see this particular thing, you won't find any difference actually 6.7 and 7, but it is built on a Java 11. So here, if you see this particular thing, back office and smart edit, so these are actually are from the 6.7. It is actually from the 6.7 smart edit and back office comes into the picture. The same features actually reach to till 1905 till 1905. The problem here actually, while so it is, if you know the 6.7 and if you practice it properly, it's very easy to understand those concepts. And whatever the features here actually, what we are saying here, the these concept features, cockpit features are there. That won't be in 1905. So it is 1905. These features is not available. Cockpit feature, and this particular whatever the back office is there. So this is actually the predominant thing actually in 1905. That we will cover it actually. And here smart edit actually we can do it in 6.7 as well as that means it started actually in the smart edit started in 6, and it continues for the uh, 1905. And here this particular feature is still available, and 1905 this is completely deprecated actually. Deprecated. That differences I can explain you on this particular part. It's not a problem. And as per the backend kind of thing, like dynamic models or cron jobs or flexible search queries, nothing will be is going to be changed here actually. Index options, nothing going to be changed. Even the service led development part also is not going to be changed. The part where exactly the changes are, the cockpit's completely deprecated kind of thing in 1905, and WCMS is also completely deprecated. Smart edit, you can work on the smart edit in 6.7 as well as in the 1911. Back office completely, that means these cockpits completely, whatever the cockpits are there.
6.7 has the back office?
Yeah, it's back office is there. Back office. 6.7, even 6, from the 6 version it is there actually. And 6.7 sixth version, it is they started the back office. And whatever the cockpits you are seeing here, actually, like this is called an HMC, we'll call it. So this is completely removed, and this cockpit is there. Whatever the product cockpit, they removed it. Instead of that, they are using the back office. Yeah, this is actually I am using the 6.6 version. So it is it's there actually. And in the UI, you won't find any difference. It's just storefront. You are not going to have any difference actually. So what exactly here 1911 to say anything means if you are in a development guy, you can find that you can feel the difference. But as a functional, you won't find any difference in the back office or and, yeah, especially on the back office. The problem is we need to switch it. Java 8 and Java 11, we need to switch it actually. So that will be a problem. But still it is there. Let me show you here actually. It will take generally a long time actually. Because it's completely developed on this backup is completely developed on new technology which is called an NPM and Angular based kind of things. And we are having concepts. Most of the concepts are not going to be changed. So wherever the concepts are changing from the 6.7 and the 1905, that definitely I'll explain you those part. Apart from this particular thing, here, do you want any other things?
Do you know anything about the telco accelerator?
Telco accelerator is there actually. So it is, are you working on any specific project? Telco?
Yes. Yeah.
There are, it's actually a ready-made kind of solutions. Telcos, are you working on any specific solutions?
It's
So it's
just
providing actually
I
ready-made solutions. Actually, it's providing Hybris is providing telco accelerator for the financial accelerator. It is providing financial service accelerator. It is providing travel accelerators are providing. It is providing the travel accelerator. Those are actually even to reach to that particular telco or travel agent accelerators. You need the basics to understand. You need to understand this particular thing, B2C and B2B accelerators. Once you understand this concept, core accelerator or B2B accelerator and B2C accelerator, then it's simply a kind of a concept. As a functional guy, you need not to do anything. Just you need to grab that accelerators uh, uh, and install that particular thing. That's more than enough actually. But even to reach to the telco or travel agent or financial service accelerators, you should have to understand this particular thing. Without this particular thing, you can't do the telco or telco accelerator and travel management system.
okay. Can you just say,
Go ahead.
is it? I mean, just as a question from my side, is there a feature which is only available in B2B, B2C accelerator, and you want to bring that feature to B2B accelerator? How is that possible?
I didn't get you.
B2B accelerator and B2B, B2C are two different accelerators, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So each one has its own different features.
Yeah.
Like,
So assume
say
that
for
there is an
example,
auto management.
say for example,
Assume
you
that,
want to create a quote. Yeah, it's available in the B2B accelerator. But you
okay.
want to create a purchase order, like an order. Yes, it is available in the B2C accelerator. But
Okay.
let's say I want to bring the quoting system, which is available in B2C, to the quoting mechanism, which is available in B2B, bring it to B2C accelerator.
So what is the purpose? So it is assume that you are saying a code. So it is a quote is actually for the generally different bidders will be having different kind of quotes. Okay, fine. So what is the purpose in B2C? It is anonymous customers generally having
No,
generally they can have.
what I want to understand is how do you bring that feature which is available in B2B, one particular
Hmm,
feature, which is like an
hmm,
extension, or I don't know what exactly you call it,
hmm.
bring that extension to B2C.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that particular thing. Generally, uh, it provides actually it provides a different kind of extensions, and those extensions around the 500 extensions are provided by the Hybris itself, and those extensions they arranged in an accelerator forms. Different kind of recipes also they are providing it. Like in an say if you want an B2B solution, B2C solution. So in the B2C itself, they are having a different kind of recipes they are providing. A very basic B2C recipe they are providing it, and B2C acceleration plus solution they are providing it. In B2C, OMS they are providing separately. OMS in the sense that it is what we call order management system. Separately they are providing it. That means assume that it is as a part of customization. So B2C, in the B2C itself, they are providing a different kind of solutions. Like this is actually one recipe you can say B2C, and they are providing a different kind of solution B2C. That means the features will be added according to this. OMS, order management. That means this is actually the base even for the C4C support, SAP C4C support. So they are providing a solution, something like this. So this is actually the base B2C solution. So based on that, they are adding the products, they are adding the extensions to this product. These are actually nothing but a group of extensions. We can say a group of extensions. Okay, right. In the B2C also, they are providing the same kind of solution. B2B also, they are providing a different kind of solution here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
On
B2B
the
also, one second, give me a minute. Give me a minute. The B2B also, they are providing the same kind of solution.
okay.
Give me a minute. Let me. That means you can say you need to change this particular thing B2B.
Yeah.
Something like this. And this is B2C means it's a group of extensions. Okay. Like here also,
I
these are actually different kind of
understood.
extensions. And what exactly the thing is, if any feature you need, you can add that particular extensions. If that particular extension, you need to add that extension. Okay. If that particular extension is also not suitable for your solution, you have to write the customization code. You
Let's
have
say
to
that
develop the
let's say the
customized.
extension is available in a different recipe, different
Yes, exactly.
accelerator.
Yes. And also that is what I'm saying. So it is if I want any kind of extension which is not available in B2B, then you can use that particular extension. By default, it is not might not be provided, but you can add that particular extension here. if that extension is also not supports your it's not giving an solution for your problem, then we have to write a customized extension completely.
Okay.
So let me check it here. Actually, let me show you one thing. Here, if you go into this particular thing, here it is not here. Actually, you can see. Yeah. So it's providing almost you will get all the features like recipes. We'll call it ACC plus accounts. So it is based on your requirement. You can take the recipe. One of the recipe here you can take. If the recipe is not if that recipe is not supported, then we can customize it. Actually, we can customize. Yeah, we can customize that extension here. If I want my own custom set is if any customer extension, say it is assume that this is actually the one extension is already provided. Okay, right. So I can simply if I know that extension will support my whatever the feature I want. If any extension is available, simply I can add like something like this. I can do this. If that particular extension is also not providing a solution for your problem, then you have to write your own extension.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the Spring framework side, can you tell me what can you explain from a technical point of view?
Spring, whatever the Spring features which are supporting in as a Hybris perspective, that everything will cover it. So it is like whatever the extension beans are registered, and how we can customize any Java application. If you are writing any Java code, how can we can configure it as a part of Spring? Will tell everything actually on this particular thing. But will I can tell you the Hybris perspective of Spring, which actually supports, of course, Spring supports different kind of features like AOP, web application, web MVC,
Yeah.
and so Spring Core. That I can't explain each and everything, but as a perspective, have a Hybris perspective, how these particular features are used in the system. If you want a completely technical on that particular thing, then again we need to go for the complete Spring solution itself. Even
Let's
as
say,
a
for
part of
example, one second.
course, yeah.
If say if we are using an accelerator, by default there is by default we get the cart to add to cart screen. But on that
Okay.
one, I want to add some additional text or feature or whatever it is, something additional other than the standard,
Yeah.
which can only be done
Yeah.
using some core Java development with
Exactly.
Spring Suite. So
Yes.
my intention is
As a part of the course, we'll show you the Java files and XML files where we will do the modifications. We'll see that part. That is what this course is meant for the techno functional. That is functionally where you can configure it, and uh, as a functionally where you can change the things. So if you see here, if you see this particular thing, programming with the service layer and Impex. This is completely service layer, Impex, and here dynamic model concepts. These are everything is actually an technical kind of things, like flexible sets. That is flexible sets is simply one thing you can do what we are doing it from the back end. how we can programmatically we can do this particular thing, flexible set APIs, that we'll see. And also this, if you see this particular thing, dynamic model and model attributes and converters and populators, this is completely a technical kind of thing. Say here, yeah, this is actually the back office. Give me a minute. This is 6.7 back office. I think it is STS is opening. Let me show you. You can configure it. It is all the extensions you can import into the Eclipse, and whenever we need modifications, a specific field you need to add, a specific configuration you need. Assume that there is an one thing here, the full name as a part of the customer registration or anything. That is, you need a full name. You need to show it in a full name on a cart page or order page or in a shipping address. Somewhere you need that full name. Generally, in the databases, so it is we store the first name separately and last name separately, and dynamically we can show the full name kind of thing. So that should be customized programmatically. So we call it as a dynamic attributes. So it is where we can do that particular part. That we'll see, definitely we'll see that particular. Without even whether you are seeing a functional guy or technical guy, you have to go, you have to do the something in the Eclipse. So as a functional guys, generally XML files, they can take care about the XML files and they will do the modifications kind of things. And as a technical guy, so it is Java, programmatically Java, how can we do write the Java code? Mm, that will be we can see both the things. But even as in specifically a functional also, still you need to write a assume that you need a new table in the in Hybris. So it's already providing hundreds of tables it is providing. Apart from this, again you need a new table. Definitely you have to do it through XML files. Through XML files you need to do it. When you are doing the when you are hitting to the XML files, you definitely you have to open it in an Spring some editor. You need to open it in some editor, and you have to do that particular part. Let me check it actually. So that is how it will be. Yeah, you can see the different kind of extensions are available here, and we do generally. So it is Hybris is providing the back office kind of things, and as well as the sample stores. And that sample store again, you have to do a customization. Customization. So custom sites will here, if you can see, these are actually different kind of custom codes are there. And here you can see these are the different kind of XML files. And here
Do you also talk about SAP integration?
as a part of this is actually the course content I'm what I have right now. SAP integration. SAP integration means it is to which system you are connecting it.
SAP.
You are connected to an ERP. Listen, SAP is actually a big word. Are you connecting to an ERP? Are you connecting to an
ERP.
CRM? So it depends on the different kind of things. Again, that will be around comes around different scenarios, and it takes around 20 to 30 sessions. Those will be for the CRM and ERP connections. Data Hub actually we use a Data Hub and as well as an CPI right now. They are CPI are using to connect to that particular system. And there is a module called C4C. Again, it takes another 30 sessions to get a complete picture on that particular part.
So you don't cover anything under Data Hub in this one?
Data Hub actually as a part of the Hybris. One session I'll plan it. Generally, I'll plan it at the end of the session. Actually, Data Hub. Now the data hub is also an outdated. Currently, it is actually the CPI is using it, cloud platform integration. The data hub is completely overriding. SAP is started overriding the data hub features, and also the functionality is completely kind of different. Like whether you are going for a C4C integration or data hub integration or CPI integration, that will be a different kind of scenario. But
Okay.
at the end of the course, I'll give you how can we use a data hub to connect to the other systems, because other systems in the sense there are so many things. Say it is a CRM, ERP, and different kind of solution, different kind of endpoints are there. So it's very difficult to cover all that, and those are actually a different kind of content also. But at the end of the this course, I'll show you the data hub part. How can we use that data hub to connect to the other systems?
Okay.
Yeah, is it good? Okay. Let me know. So if you want a specific kind of content, please talk with Sampath and provide us. It is on the fly. I can't tell you the answers. So it is if you want
No,
this
I
content.
understand that.
Already I have with the email. So it is I have with the
Uh,
Sampath.
you
So
said,
apart from this particular thing, if you want any specific things, let me know so that I can plan it actually. Do you got my point, Kumar?
yes, I got your point.
Yeah. Yes.
You said it is going to be like
And also,
30 to 35 hours, right?
exactly.
And what will be the timing?
Timing as per your generally, I prefer say 7 to 8 this particular time. And if any issue, so it is that I can adjust it. Generally,
Is
I'll
it is it,
say 6 to 7. Say it is 7 to 8, actually 1 hour, but it takes say it is another 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes depends on the concept. I can't say so it is 1 hour is completed. Say it is will meet next time, next day. That I can't say something like this. Sometimes it might go around 10 to 15 minutes here and there actually.
okay?
And
All
I'll
right.
provide you the material completely. So it is for each and every topic as a part of in the form of Word document. I'll provide you the concepts how we are seeing the document, this Hybris document. So in this fashion, I provide you the document both for the practice and as well as the concepts. These particular things are arranged for each and every concept, whatever the topics I'm going to cover in this particular thing, I'll provide you the complete documentation so that you can practice it whenever you want.
Okay. Is it? Do you have access to the 1905 software, or you don't have access to that?
Yeah, I have that particular thing.
1905 software, you do have access.
Yes. 1905. Why? Currently, I'll not prefer means already my system having a different kind of applications within Java 8.
Okay.
And if I have to tell in Java, sorry, 1905, if I have to open Hybris software, Hybris Commerce software, I have to switch it from Java 8 to 11 again.
I understand that.
I
Let's say
have
if I
that
show
particular.
you, no, if I show you what exact, I mean, a
Go ahead,
specific,
Kumar.
if I show you a specific extension which is there in 1808 or 1905, and I want to use that in the demo system, but by default it doesn't come up, that extension. Will you be able to guide me how to bring up that SAP provide standard extension into my demo store?
Yeah, no problem. That's not a problem. Say it is, if you see this particular thing, you say it is, uh,
See, the
here
thing
if
is,
you see this particular thing, give me a minute.
I,
Give me a minute.
I have
Here
already
actually,
installed the
Give me a minute.
Hybris.
Kumar, give me a minute. So here, if you see this particular thing on the screen, if you are seeing here, 6.3 I have, 6.6 I have, 6.7 I have. Okay. Whenever I require to show the differences between the versions, I can switch this particular thing very easily because all these particular things are in Java 8. So I can easily switch it. And I have this particular software. And whenever you require a specific extension which is not available in 6.7 and which is available in 1905, let me know it, then I can configure it. It is
Okay, that is what I'm expecting as an answer. I got your point.
yeah, um, here I need to change it. I need to go each and every day. As it is, I have to go here actually. There is an 8 is there actually. Uh, I have to change this particular thing each and every day. Say whenever I have to change it to 1905. So
Okay,
here, of course, I have this particular part. So it is 19 Java 11 I have. But the thing is, my day-to-day activities will affect that particular part.
okay,
But one or other day, a specific day, which are only in 1911, sorry, 1905, and which are not in 6.7. Definitely, we can go into that particular part. I have that particular part. You need not to
okay.
worry about.
All right. Just give me a
But
day and I'll confirm you.
assume that, yeah, yeah, sure. You say it is like say assume that mm, even here also there is if you go into a particular kind of software. Rapidly they are changing the recipes that that I can say where it is installer installer recipes is here. So here if you see this particular thing, there are different kind of recipes. Almost 25 recipes they are providing by default. We go into this particular thing. The 32 action, 32 recipes are providing in this one. And whenever you come to the very that means surprisingly in 1905 they reduced these extensions. That means the 6.3 contains in 25 recipes and the 6.7 contains in 32 recipes. But when it comes to the 1905, they reduced the recipes like anything. That means they integrated all these recipes into together. And that means couple of recipes they are making into one recipe. That is what they started working on that particular part. And mostly what exactly the thing is they are started Hybris started uh, their technologies integrating into Hybris. Whatever the technology they are have already right now, like with different kind of Hybris technologies, sorry, SAP technologies, they are trying to integrate into this. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let me know, Kumar. That is if any. I mean, that is a. I'll share this content already. Sampath had. Apart from this particular thing, if you want any specific thing, let me know so that we'll work it out.
Yeah, one last question before we close the call.
Yeah.
If we are, say, for Hybris to work, we need to use the Spring framework.
Yes.
First, if I want to do something, I don't know what. Say I want to do something in Spring framework, it has to be developed in core Java, using core Java. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Assume that it is. This is actually
No. Let me
simple.
complete my question.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like I have to do only using Java, or I can use Python?
No, it's on a Java and Spring framework. It contains only a Java and Spring framework. There is
So
no Python in
no,
Hybris.
no. In Spring framework, I cannot say I want to enhance something. Like you said, add a name or something like that. That has to be done. Say that enhancement is ending up into some coding, okay, which can be done using Spring framework and core Java. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now instead of Java, is there an option or a feasibility to use Python?
No. This
Okay.
built software itself built on Java and Spring framework.
Okay. So we cannot use Python. That's I
No.
just want to know the information. That's the reason I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I understand that particular thing. So this particular thing, Spring framework in the sense it's in completely Java code only. Java code.
Okay.
There is no Python.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Kumar.
Okay. Thank you.